Good morning, preppers.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday to
Yay.
you. Happy Wednesday. So, things are expensive.
They are.
Inflation going up.
Prices are going up everywhere.
Shortages, gas, diesel. You're right. Yeah, you said gas before I did, so you win. All kinds of it's awful. And we always talk about how time is short, and indeed it's getting shorter, but it hasn't hit yet, so we do have some time.
I do.
So what we want to do is build up our prepper pantry as quick as possible. Maybe you're new into prepping, or maybe you're not quite where you want to be. I mean, who is?
Yeah, you always can prep more.
Absolutely. So here are 7 things you can quickly and frugally build up your prepper pantry. Number 1, sales. We are such sales shopper. In fact, you know how some people have problem with like hoarding, or some people have problems with like everything has to be perfectly clean. We have a problem with sales. We love them.
I love those Target end caps.
Oh yeah, that's the best. Okay, go to Target, forget the center. You walk all around the outside and see what kind of deals you can get. But obviously we get things we need when it comes to sales, especially when it comes to food.
Yes.
And clearance.
Yes.
Man, when I see clearance tags, I love it. Now, of course, you've seen our videos. We shop both at Costco and Sam's. But we love Sam's Club clearance because it has a special tag on there. Costco's fun because it actually ends in 9.7. But it's just addicting. But when it comes to prepping, it should be essential. When you find something on sale or on clearance, you really need to dig into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect time right now, especially Thanksgiving, the end of the month. A lot of stores have canned food, half the price of what they normally have. And this is your time to stock up. Take that extra money and stock up on that canned food.
Yeah, so here's a really quick lesson if you don't understand, if you don't get this. Let's say every month you have $10 to buy something extra, just $10. Maybe 10 cans of corn. Maybe you like a variety. Maybe you usually get 3 cans of corn, 3 cans of peas, and 4 cans of fancy French cut green beans for $1 each. Let's say that. But you know what? She's right. They go on sale. Let's say that it's half off for corn. Maybe this month you should go ahead and just buy 20 cans of corn.
You doubled your stock.
Right, for the same price. And that way next month, if something else is cheaper, then you put the extra into that and you can actually start building a stockpile quite frugally, I must say.
Exactly.
So look for the sales, look for the clearance, and seriously take advantage of that situation.
Number 2, scratch and dent stores. Now, check your local area. Every area has some kind of scratch and dent store. Up here we have, what do we have up here?
We have Ollie's.
We do have Ollie's. Ollie's is a little ways away. When we lived in Pensacola, we had a place called Dirt Cheap.
And keyword dirt.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff
stuff was a little iffy.
Yeah. And up here it's like merchandise outlet.
Yeah, they have a couple places up here in the area that you can shop at. I mean, I get lots of keto options up there too, so.
Yeah, and honestly, merchandise outlet up here doesn't really have usually a lot of food. It does have a few things sometimes you find, but Ollie's.
Yeah.
Ollie's always has some kind of unique item.
It does.
And the thing is, when they sell out of certain stuff at Ollie's, it's gone.
Yeah,
it's gone for good.
Yeah, so definitely check your local area. I know that I have friends in Pennsylvania that they have a scratch and dent store. There's also one in the Carolinas. I don't know if it's north or south, but there's some up there, some in Virginia. So just check your area around. Just type it in and you should be able to find something.
And I'll add on to it, scratch and dent obviously can be dangerous when it comes to canned food. So at the end of this video, I will simply link you to what to look for to make sure you don't get some canned food that'll kill you.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
You know what? I want to survive the apocalypse, not die from ptomaine or botulism. Number 3, warehouse stores.
We talk about this one all the time. Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's. These are great stores that you can get things pretty cheap and a good price. You do have to be careful because sometimes you don't get a good deal.
That is for sure. Yeah, you really have to be thrifty and know what you're looking for. And what I try to do is, as you know, I make the videos to try to help you out to see what's on sale there. That way you don't even really have to go if there's nothing that actually fits your criterion, what you're looking for. But I love bulk. You know, I love bulk, and I'm kind of addicted to taking the bulk and then restoring it in Mylar or something, or 5-gallon buckets. It's just, I love that. I don't know, and of course there's no better place to get that. And I noticed like at Sam's Club, a lot of their number 10 cans have disappeared. But if you actually contact Sam's, sometimes they can actually still get them in for you.
Okay, I think you have to buy a large amount, but I mean, hey, if you have the extra money and you want to do that,
right,
might be perfect for you.
But like, watch for their sales on their memberships too.
Yes.
Sometimes you can get those cheaper. We got ours for what, $8?
$8, yep.
And it went for the whole year, obviously.
Number 4, Amazon.
Amazon can actually have some pretty good deals. Now, of course, you actually have to have a subscription to Amazon Prime as well. But on our Facebook, I can never say this what is
Prepping
called?
page.
Prepping page. Thank you. Our Facebook page for Goshen Prepping. People will put on there, hey, look, I just found, it's usually like August Farm stuff, but we find other stuff too. If we find something that's actually really on sale, we put it on there. I say really on sale because Prime has this thing with August Farms. Everything's on sale. Yeah. It's actually really their low price, but they make it look like it's on sale, although it's not. But we try to communicate those sales with each other. And Amazon has some really good stuff. Now, when it comes to prepping, though, Amazon will occasionally have like some kind of deal like a Prime Day. Or
lightning deals or something like that. Yeah,
you can get some really good stuff. But like same thing, though, you need to compare. I mean, look at the reviews, first of all. And sometimes we'll even go to Walmart.com and compare that and see if the prices are really that good. But if you don't check those reviews, sometimes you'll actually get garbage.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you actually don't compare with other prices, you'll find out, oh, that was actually more expensive. I've actually bought it without the lightning deal.
Done that a few times.
But Amazon Prime has some really good stuff. And if you have Amazon Prime, definitely take advantage of it. Number 5, make your own food. Obviously, grow a garden.
That's a big one.
And we say this all the time. Don't get like a giant survival pack of seeds and think that, oh, when it hits the fan, I'll learn to grow a garden then. You're going to die.
It's trial and error, I tell you. Because one year it might grow and the next year it doesn't.
Right, exactly. And there's like certain things with soil temperature and soil pH and trying to get the stuff out too early or too late. Is it a winter crop? There's so many things to know about gardening. And of course, if you do get it to grow, then save your seeds so that way you can grow it again the next year after.
Exactly.
Providing you survive, which hopefully you will. But honestly, it doesn't even have to be like your garden. You can learn to forage. You can
hunt, fish.
Oh yeah,
those are big things.
You can. I already say forage.
Yeah,
if you have like an orchard, like we have a little orchard. There's lots of ways to actually get food, obviously, off the land because that's how it used to be done.
Yeah, and there also, if you know somebody in the area that has trees and they don't pick their fruit, you can always ask them, or then whatever you can, give them a couple jars and trade off. So
it happens a lot here. There's an orchard down the road that has probably 20 trees full of apples.
They just let it go. Yeah, but I don't know the owner, so I can't. But there is another person we trade, so it works.
Exactly. We do like that kind of trading thing.
Number 6, farmers market.
You've probably seen us visit our local farmers market a few times. My suggestion is don't go to simply just one farmers market, but go to a few. And also, another good suggestion is when you get there, talk with the person selling the stuff. Because sometimes they simply just buy it and then resell it.
They do.
And try to make like a profit on it. But there's actually one at our farmers market. It's actually a farm. And we love these people. We get all kinds of good stuff from them.
We do.
And you can get really good deals, especially right now being fall.
Yes.
Sometimes they actually have a lot of extra stuff. They told us that we actually have our last farmers market coming up. And they know after that, they're not going to have an opportunity to sell it.
Yep.
So go in with your cashola and see what kind of stuff you can get. Number 7, preserve your food. Feast and famine really comes into play in a lot of situations, but no better way to explain it than if you actually have like a feast of a certain amount of food. If you don't preserve it, it's going to go to waste. So during the famine, you'll die. Well, pick your way to preserve.
Yeah, exactly.
We freeze dry.
There's canning. There's,
dehydration.
Dehydration, yep. There's just even drying out alone. There's lots of people that make their own drying racks, and you can dry a lot of food that way too.
We smoke stuff. Obviously, even if you just have a freezer, freeze stuff. Or I've never made smoked stuff with salt on it to make jerky.
Yeah,
I've never done that before. That's worth a try. But lots of different ways, guys. Lots of different ways to preserve your food. And people say often or all the time that, I don't have time or the money to prep. Of course you do. If you're actually even on a budget, if you don't budget the right way, you won't have enough money. But if you actually think about it a little bit smarter and preserve your food and such, then you will have the money to prep. Because again, time is short. We are definitely looking at a harvest coming in this fall that's not so happy. In some areas, it's not too bad. But worldwide food shortage this winter is what they're calling for.
Yeah, all over.
So time really is short to get going and get these prepping things done now, because your prepper pantry, I'm sure it could use some food in there, just like ours could and everybody else could too. You're probably not a millionaire and already have every piece of food you'll ever need. I'm sure there's ways to do it for you too. All right, but anyways, here's the next video I was telling you about what to look for in scratch and dent cans. You want to make sure your canned food doesn't kill you. That's always a positive thing. Thanks for watching.